Fam, what is up with the squad? It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendency. Cess Talks Sports presents Cess Talks Bets with MJLover23, the prop master, Mr. Long Dong himself. Mr. Long Dong himself. MJLover23 in the building. You know I'm starting early today. I see you over there. We got Talk with OC over there on the Instagram. Appreciate you popping in, fam. We finna get these bets off, these picks off for entertainment purposes only, because y'all know what it is. But I mean, if you got a few shekels to throw around today, we talking MLB, we talking WNBA, we talking some NFL picks. We also will be giving you the four fights that we will be picking off of the Canelo card. We definitely want to see y'all insight and thoughts on that one. If you are looking for a podcast to check out, please check out Talking with OC on all podcast platforms. I'm telling you, get out there and check out Talking with OC. You might see an interview with me. I'm just saying. I don't know. I didn't talk with OC, so check him out. He gives some great conversation over there. TalkingWithOC.com. Check him out. And we are in here today. Let me say this too. So I know that we usually talk bets. And we go get to that, but really quickly, I have to address. So who watched FIBA basketball today? Who watched FIBA basketball today? Did anybody see the 3-on-3 today? Because I watched it. Italy was big mad, wasn't it? Italy, that one lady from Italy was big mad. That one player from Italy was big mad at the end. She didn't want they didn't want to shake hands. They were making some little, I don't know, too small sign. I don't know what this is. They were like you, like this, but they lost. So I was trying to see for the people who watched, and even my rewatch game, because I know some of y'all come back and y'all check this thing out after we've been here live. What was the little sign she was doing right here? What was that meaning? I wanted to know, because the big man. Look, Cody McMahon solid. Base solid. Okay. Base solid. Sanaya Fagan looked like she slimmed down some. I was seeing her length a lot better. I told y'all that Sanaya Fagan got a bag. If you didn't see the back to the basket action she gave with the little shoulder work and then the little jumper, Sanaya Fagan is a problem. Sanaya Fagan is a problem. I keep telling y'all sleeping on Sanaya Fire. I'm telling you. But Italy, I seen y'all. I can't remember the exact name of that player, but Cody McMahon said, "Hey, don't push me. Hold on over here. Don't make me have to." And then they didn't even want to shake hands. So I don't know. I thought that was entertaining. Good start to the 3-on-3 for our first day of competing. 2-0. Shout out. And the little player. Hey, listen, Turner from Harvard. Nice little game. I like that. I like that.
Very nice.
So I like that we picked up with that. We started off 2-0. I'm looking forward to seeing where that's going. I know what we're rolling up to. Yeah, know what we're rolling up to. Who's that?
Howard. She dropped somebody off today on the court.
Yeah. Hey, she said, "Hey, I'm over here. Now. I'm over here. Hey, get up. You saw that too? Hey, get up, man. Hey, man, get up. Nice. I'm over here now. Oh goodness, that was fun. But you know what we rolling into. Y'all know what the big thing coming up. There's a lot of stuff going on this weekend. WNBA hoops, college football, NFL football, Canelo from Guadalajara, Mexico. It's gonna get down on Saturday. Y'all know Canelo's my favorite, but y'all know what else is coming up this weekend. We may have to make some picks on this too. Stella, let's go. Overtime is back. Overtime is back this weekend, y'all. Overtime is back. Overtime. I think it's championships this weekend. I think it's championship weekend for overtime. So make sure y'all are ready for that. Maybe we'll make some picks on the overtime game, because I'm here for Gigi, Stella, and Big O, not the little one, Olivia Edwards. So y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. How did you do yesterday? How did you do with yesterday's picks?
Yesterday's picks, actually, to be honest, the Vegas Fever game, absolutely
weird
on that one.
Weird.
That one I was way off on everything that happened in that game except for Asia and Kelsey. Kelsey hit her number, but everything else off on everything. I I thought this game was going to be a 200 total game. I thought they were both going to be towards 100 points each. That was not the case, but it was an entertaining game. It was there was some, okay. So Caitlin Clark being off didn't help the Fever, but they were still in the game no matter what. So they were battling as a team. But the issue that I had was that team should be better than they were if Caitlin Clark's missing shots. And I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm just saying that the flow is different. So if she's missing certain shots, like she actually reverted back to taking a few more logo threes than she had been taking since the break. And I saw that. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but when she missed those shots and they didn't get the rebound, it was like it was deflating to the team. And they couldn't get past that hump of 2-3 possession game for a little bit until like later in the second half. But I mean, they didn't have an answer for Asia. They just didn't. And AB can only do what she can do, but nobody can really stop her, Asia. I mean, why she's the MVP coming, former MVP coming up, should be Defensive Player of the Year, arguably improved Player of the Year. Like, you can't really do much with that unless you're doubling her consistently. But even then, you couldn't do that because Tiffany Hayes came off the bench and was killing, was absolutely killing. And they needed that. They definitely needed that because what we're going to get into, you're going to see why Tiffany Hayes definitely had to do what she did, or I don't think the Aces win that game.
Right. I agree. So, and then we had history made last night. Asia passed, I think it was Jewel, for a record for most points scored in a regular season. Most points scored in a regular season. I don't know what else. If she's not unanimous,
got to get the golf clap.
I'm working. I'm going down here to get the celebration because I was gonna say, like, if she's not unanimous before I even gave it, like, if she's not unanimous, then who is? I think she deserves like.
Got him.
I mean, all of them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know which one to do. Like, I don't know which one to do. You know what I mean? I don't know which one to do. Like, come on now. I don't know. I'm giving her all of them. She is hurt. Now, somebody help me understand. What was everybody so sad about at the presser last night? I didn't understand the tears. I didn't. Maybe it was just the relief of finishing the points. Breaking that record. I wasn't sure. Asia was so emotional at the presser, and then Alicia got emotional, and then it was. I wasn't. I went, and then they was like, "Are y'all done with us?" Because I don't know if we're gonna make it. And so I was just, and then they were saying people playing on Asia's name, and I don't know if that was just like about her being MVP or not being MVP or being unanimous or not being unanimous. When I said if I had to vote the cast, Asia would be the Defensive Player of the Year, she would be the MVP, and she would be the most improved player. And her numbers say that she wins all of those. I think the eye test said, I think the numbers say it. I think she deserves it. I know that they won't give it to her like that. I think most improved may go to like Dejanay Carrington or Kennedy or Kennedy Carter. Kennedy went from out of the league to starting and helping get a team to the playoffs. Carrington went from playing, I think Carrington played over 30 games last year and didn't start one. Played 35 games this year, started every last one of them and defended some of the best players in the game. So, most improved, I'm looking around there, but I can make a case for Asia being all of those. But like, yeah, for real, celebration, claps, victory, hats off. As she would say, Asia Wilson is that bitch. Period. She is that one. She is that one, and not little Asia, big Asia. So I think that's enough about Asia. And on the Gamecock news, I wanted to give today, Rakia still trending on that on that pace of 500. So I'm looking forward to seeing them get back to work. But what do we have for today? What you got today? Let's go.
Yeah. Let's do it. So, New York Liberty and Dallas. So 179 points. Anytime Dallas is in a game, I'm most likely going to go the over on this, just because it makes sense. That's what they do is score. Now it's weird. They're a weird team though. Even though they score, the main people, the two main people, only one of them scores on a regular basis. Satu Sabali has been she's been weird lately. I'm not sure what's going on with her game and how she's feeling about the end of the season, but let's jump off. Stewie at 19.5 points, taking the over with her. Have to do that. It's not even risky. 4.5 rebounds is her minimum. She had 2 rebounds last game, so this is one of the only times that I'll take a minimum on her rebounds. So 4.5 rebounds, take the over on that. Sabrina Ionescu. She's been up and down on her scoring nearing the end of the season. 18.5 points is kind of the close to her average. I guess it is. It's about her average for the year. Take the under on this one, even in a high scoring game like this. I'm not sure if she still has neck issues or whatever the case may be, and maybe it's just a shooter just off in a few games, but. Take the under on that one. It's a little bit risky. If you feel that she's going to outscore Arike, you should take the over, but I'm not this game. 4.5 assists, take the over, even though she's been hovering around the minimum for assists too. I'm not sure. She handles the ball most of the time, so it's like, you're at the mercy of whether she's going to pass you the ball in a scoring position or not. Jacques Will Jones, 10.5 points, take the over. She will be going up against the Dallas Twin Towers. She does play well against Dallas, but I'm kind of weary about going too high on the points with her. In the rebounds too, 4.5 rebounds. She's usually, she's hit double-digit rebounds several times this season. I'm taking into account the battle that she's going to have with the two Twin Towers, McCowan and a few of the other ones that come off the bench. So take the over on the rebounds on that. Arike, 20.5 points, take the over. Nothing really need to be said on that. 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists, take the over. It's a little bit risky because her rebounds and assists don't usually add up to more than 6 or 7 at a time. But if you feel that she's going to score over 20 points, she'll hit that. She'll get over 30 combined on that. Now, with that said, Satu Sabali, I picked her minimum for points. You can pick it. You can go over. You can go and pick higher on that if you're doing milestone wagering or whatever the case may be. 10.5 and putting an extra shekel or 2 on it will get you the same results without that risk. 4.5 assists. No, I have 4.5 in there twice, but take the over on that, and that's risky because, I've been saying this the last week or so about certain players, but she seems to be just floating and watching the game instead of actually participating, like actually in putting her footprint on games now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just me that's watching that. Might be a little different for everybody else, but that's kind of what I see. Natasha Howard, 14.5 points. Take the over on that. That's kind of middle of the road for her. She's been scoring over 15 a game for the most of the last five games, but you never know. So I always try to be cautious with her points. 3.5 rebounds, take the over on that. That's the minimum for her. Like I said, the Twin Towers that they have, McCowan and also Kalani. Sorry, didn't mention her name earlier. Rebounds are kind of, they're few and far between. They're hard to come by. Tierra McCowan, 9.5 points. Take the over. That's a little bit risky because lately she's been scoring well, but I don't know if that's the new trend or if that's just, her getting good matchups. She's been playing a little bit more minutes than Kalani, so that may be part of the increase in points. 3.5 rebounds, take the over on that. I know it's risky, but take the over on that just because she's had games where she's had 1 rebound at 6-7. So don't get me started on that, but that's a risky bet. Take it though. 3.5 rebounds on that. Make sure I get this right in here. Over. Just making some edits on the side here, party people.
Does Dallas still want to win?
That's a great question. Just because they're mathematically still in it, right? I think they have.
They're out.
Oh, they're not.
They've been
after
eliminated.
the last game. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So they got this. They got the O next to their name. But
So
I'm looking at like your picks as far as like John Quill, because I was gonna say like how will she play against the bigs, but when I look back, she pretty much did a double against the Dallas bigs, which again surprises me about that, which is probably why I'm surprised with Dallas, because I thought that their bigs would do a lot better than what they've shown this season. So
exactly.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Enrique could go off, but then do they even still want to win? And then since they're eliminated, will Enrique get the opportunity to hit those spots? The Sabali sister matchup, I think Satu has lost that matchup this season. But I think she's been back the last 2 games that they played. So
yeah. So I mean she did well. Her sister doesn't start, right? I mean, her sister gets
no. I'm just saying from a similar rivalry standpoint. Not anything about
as far as the games go.
I'm talking about who buying dinner. I'm talking about who buying dinner after the game. Okay, because we know that somebody got to buy dinner after this thing is over. Let's jump in. Let me jump in the chat and see who's in the building. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Hey everyone, happy Thursday. What's good, Daniel Berry? What is good? Make sure y'all give Daniel Berry Sports Highlights a follow, y'all. Rasheen Beats in the building. MJ, the prop master. You were right about dosing.
Hey, he made it.
Cover the spread. She disappointed me. Stick Big and Afro in the building. What is good, fam? Yes, having a great Friday Eve. How was your day, fam? Friday Eve. That's a great way to look at it.
You always find the positive in so much. It's just like, you know what? It's not Friday, but it's Friday Eve, right? So I'm like, I don't know. Can I celebrate Thursday? I don't know. Can I?
But can you celebrate Friday Eve though? You can look forward to a Friday Eve. You know what I mean? It's like a countdown. I mean, you gotta let a positive energy. You gotta let a positive energy when it hit the chat for sure. Big Wrench, Harold Williams in the building. What's good, fam? What is good? What is good? What up, Doc? Hello, your thickness. Hey, Thick Big and Afro. Dallas plays lately like they are on vacation. 1, 2, 3 Cancun, or I don't know. They may be going to Galveston. I'm not sure.
Too. Nobody has incentives on Dallas. Nobody has like a points incentive, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. Anybody?
To me, incentives would have been tied more to being able to do better than they did last year. And since they were almost at the finals, incentives went out the window about 7 games ago. You know what I mean? Incentives went out about 7 games ago. They trying to see if they can get signed. And then Enrique, are we starting to just get ready for Unrivaled? This didn't go how I wanted it to go. Because there's going to be Unrivaled is going to be fun, right? Because we got the 3-on-3, but we also going to have a 1v1. That's going to be good to see who's the baddest in the world in the world of women's hoops. Hey, listen, this is gonna be fun. I can't wait. Mm-hmm. So these are the picks for today. And then with the Liberty, I think that they have a pretty comfortable lead over Minnesota. I mean, I think they're up like 3 games. So
real quick, I don't think they have much to worry about.
I wonder how hard they'll go. Let's see. Rasheen Beats. Dallas playing for draft picks. Okay.
I am a firm believer in making sure that your team is humming, and you can't. So that's the whole thing. So you remember the 73 win Warriors season where they actually had a team meeting saying, hey, are we going to go for this record? Or are we just going to kind of throttle back and get ready for the playoffs? And it's like, you know what? Let's go for this record because it's not every season that you're going to actually have a chance to break a historic record. And they went for it. Right. So I don't second guess them on it either, because I think they should have too. How can you pass that up? Right. I mean, there has been teams that actually did pass that opportunity up because they didn't want to overexert and be ready for the playoffs, and they ended up losing in the first or second round anyway. So why would you?
Exactly.
Why would you? I mean, that's just to reiterate one of your famous sayings. That's why we play. That's why we watch. Right? I mean, anybody that's gonna tell you that, yeah, you guys won because I was holding back and all that. You know what? That's not a real competitor. They're not.
Right.
No matter how good they are, how the skills they have, even how much they've won before. If anybody ever tells you that, they're trying to get in your head, of course, and thinking that it's gonna work. But they're really not. They're not the competitors that they want you to think that they are. Nobody's ever going to tell you that I took it easy on you. Real people will tell you, hey, good game, you did your thing, and then they keep it pushing, right? So don't fall for that. Don't fall for that.
They certainly don't get to. They certainly don't get to doing this.
Yeah.
They certainly make sure they give you the high five. You hear me? You hear me? See, it came right back right there. Like, what was that? What was that?
Oh yeah, she was salty. Yeah, she was salty.
She was big mad. But somebody got to explain to me. Somebody got to explain to me what was he saying to us? Somebody let me know. I wasn't clear on what was going on in that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Somebody got to give me some Italian culture on that. I know what some of the Italian some of their body language means, but I don't know what she meant by that.
Hey, listen, I was like, hey, you don't want to shake hands. You really upset. But what can we say? What can we say? So we only got the one game in the W today.
Mm-hmm.
But Thursday night football is starting to pick up, y'all. Thursday night football is starting to pick up.
Oh.
And I don't even know if I told y'all, but if y'all need it, call it 1-800-GAMBLER. Pull up on them, send them a text. Visit their website. If you need them, they are there. It is a real thing. Don't be ashamed if you need it. Call them. Don't let entertainment become an issue. Don't let entertainment become an issue. But back to the fun at hand. We got NFL coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Bills headed down to Miami.
This is going to be
Bills headed down to Miami.
These games, these early games that they set up with powerhouses are just fantastic, right? I mean, this is something that I think, this is an AFC West clash. I mean, it has to happen twice a year. So, what better time than to have it right now? Now, the only issue before we get into these picks is that there's an injury report already, and it's not good for the Miami side of things. The people on the Buffalo Bills, not really anybody notable. Maybe Taron Johnson, he's out. One of the cornerbacks. They have a defensive end, Solomon, Javon Solomon, that may be doubtful, and then Smoot, defensive end, he's out. But those guys aren't full-time starters. Raheem Mostert, running back, really? Out already. So let me give you a little bit of a history for the people that don't know who Raheem Mostert is. Formerly he was a track star at running back, and he was a San Francisco 49er. Very dynamic, one of the fastest players in the NFL. Always injured. Football's a rough sport. It totally is. I get it. But he's injured a lot. And I mean a lot. First game, I think he carried the ball maybe 3 or 4 times. I might be off on that, not too far off. Went out the game. He's out the game. They did not return. And it looks like he's out. It doesn't say what he's out with, but it says his return. He's out for, it looks like, the 22nd. So that's 2 more weeks. So I don't know. I don't know. If the running back, the rookie from last year, the second-year guy, Devon, he's in. Etienne, he's in, and even he's questionable. It says he's questionable. I watched a couple of videos before I got online. of him in practice, and he looked fine. He looked well enough to go. So anticipate that he's going to play tonight. I don't know how much he's going to play tonight, but he has a twisted ankle. He twisted his ankle in week 1, so he'll play. It looks like he's going to play just based off of his practice, what I saw. And then there's some semi-notable other ones that aren't going to play. But for the most part, the Miami defense is going to be intact. Buffalo's coming in with their weapons. I am worried, and I know I'm taking a lot of time before I'm doing these picks, so I'm trying to set up what I've seen and some of why I picked what I picked. Josh Allen, I think, has been studying Lamar Jackson videos a lot because, and no offense to Lamar Jackson, because he's one of my favorites. He totally MVP. You can't, anybody that says anything bad about Lamar Jackson, you can take it somewhere else. Sorry, Lamar.
Lamar. Okay, I was like, who is this Lamar?
Who is this Lamar?
Lamar. Who is this? You see me over here looking. I was trying to find this Lamar. Lamar. I'm here for it. Let's go.
Josh is not throwing the ball enough. He's not. He's running too much. And it's not like his line's not giving him enough time. He's getting enough time to find his second and third, and sometimes even fourth reads, scrambling out of the pocket, looking downfield. He's looking downfield, but either he's not trusting his arm to get it there, or he's not trusting the teammates to catch it. I don't know what it is, but he's running way too much. And he's already reports, even though it's not on the injury report, is something he has a sore wrist. And I think it's from that touchdown run where he lunged for the touchdown late in the third quarter or fourth quarter. I can't remember what quarter it was. So even though he's running a lot, I'm hoping that he's going to stand in the pocket and hit some of his targets. Losing Stephon Diggs is a bigger hit than people want to believe that it is, because that was his safety blanket. They had a relationship, even though Diggs was yelling at him because he's open. You know, receivers are always open. But they had a legit connection. The short receiver was Khalid, or forgetting his name. He's a decent receiver, but he's not 6'2", 6'3", right? So you can't just throw things up to him and he gets it like Diggs used to do. It's precise patterns, it's curl routes, it's slants, it's even jet sweeps for him. So I'm thinking that he's going to rely more on his tight ends like Kincaid. Kincaid is I guess he's supplanted Knox, maybe? I don't know. We'll find out during this season how that shakes out, because I thought Knox was his main guy, but Kincaid I think he out-targeted him last game, and unless Knox has some kind of injury I don't know about, Kincaid looks to be his guy. Now, with that said, Josh Allen, 219.5 passing yards. Take the over on that, just because I think it's he was close to that last game too. But take the over on that, just because they're in Miami, and I think Miami's going to jump out on Buffalo as quickly as they can, right? I mean, the run game might not go right away, but they have so many weapons. I mean, you can't stop everybody. Even their tight end, they picked up the tight end from what's his name? Why am I drawing a blank on all these right now? Always when the lights come on. But they have like 4 weapons that they can go to on the receiving core, and that's not even including the running back who can catch passes out of the backfield. So they're going to jump on Buffalo Bills quick. And I mean, it may be like 7-0 first quarter, stuff like that. But they're going to get closer to this 50.5 over. They're going to get over that tonight. Point spreads, a pick 'em. You can take a point spread either way. Whoever you think is going to win, take the points. 20.5 completions. I'm going over on that, and I'm not even putting risky, because, like I said, they're going to be behind. Josh Allen's probably going to throw a lot of dump offs, try to get them to break long ones. He will throw an interception this game. The Miami secondary hasn't been talked about enough, in my opinion, and they'll come in with a chip on their shoulder. They're going to get an interception, if not two. But Josh Allen will run for a touchdown. He will. It's an anytime touchdown on your wagering sites. It automatically means themselves, right? If they're the quarterbacks, it doesn't mean they're going to throw for a touchdown. It means that they're going to score in most cases, unless it says, something different. But going to that, James Cook, I have him for 20 receiving yards instead of rushing. Like I said, Josh Allen didn't hand him the ball a whole lot. That wasn't the play calling. I don't know why. He's one of the better running backs in the league, so hopefully that changes. But he's definitely going to get some passes out of the backfield, and I have him for 2.5 receiving receptions. Pick the over on that. I did put risky on it, but I'm quite sure he's going to get at least 3 catches today. Dalton Kincaid, 4.5 receptions. Talked about him before. I guess he's a younger version of Knox, and he may play a pivotal part in this game too. As far as Tua goes, Tua tag, 34.5 pass attempts. I'm picking the over on that. I know that's high. It's really high, especially if the running game gets going. But with Mostert out and the other running backs that aren't as good as Devon on the roster, you got to feed the beast. You got to feed Hill. You got to feed the other guys. I mean, I don't see anything other than he should throw for about 350 yards today. Right, tonight he should throw for about 350 yards. As far as Tyreek Hill, I have him for 102.5 rushing and receiving yards. I'm picking the over. I was going to go with the under on that because I think the lines are going under on that for some reason. I don't know why. I know he's going to get double and triple team, but it's hard to stop the cheetah. I mean, it is. There's so many ways that they can use him. So I'm going with the over on the 102.5 yards total. 5.5 receptions over. I think he'll get about 6 or 7. He'll probably get like 10 targets tonight. And Devon Etienne, 40.5 rushing yards. I'm going over. That's kind of his minimum. I think it was 39.5, but I'm going over on that, and I'm giving him an anytime touchdown along with Tyreek having an anytime touchdown. There you go.
So Mostert is out.
Out.
And that means more targets for Tyreek, and it's easier for Tyreek to get off or harder for Tyreek to get off?
No, they're gonna shade the defense to him, and then everybody else is gonna be one-on-one. So, and the Buffalo's defense isn't bad, but there's only so long that you can actually cover such dynamic receivers.
Well, yeah, who's gonna cover Hill and Waddle? You got to cover both of them, right?
Exactly. They're all good, and then they're the slot receiver. I have to look up their depth chart and see exactly who that is. But that person's going to get some good targets too. It's just there's so many weapons, right? You just got to get pressure on Tua, but he throws so quick. Like he completes about 70% of his passes, somewhere around there, and they're mostly quick passes unless they're long passes. If they're not bombs, they're usually short slants or outs or hitches. Right, so he gets that ball into his playmaker's hands, and then he lets them do the work. Right, which is smart. That's exactly what you're supposed to do when you have dynamic players like that. So he has Hill, Waddle, Berrios. So Berrios is their slot receiver, which Berrios is. I mean, he's underrated slot receiver. Like he runs really good routes, and if he wasn't so short, he'd probably get more notoriety. But let me see. Jonnu Smith is who I was thinking of, but they have Smythe as their starter. Jonnu Smith is one of the reasons why I couldn't put him in the write-up, because the depth chart has him third, which is not right, because I know that he was fighting for the starting position with Smythe to start the season. So don't be surprised if you see a little bit of Jonnu Smith. He might even get in there and vulture a touchdown from the people that are picking all these other people to get touchdowns tonight, to be honest with you.
You know, I gotta say, see the NFL picks and everything. I can't disagree with all of them. Any of them. I got beef. I got beef with you. We ain't never had beef on the pick. I got beef.
What is it?
The one name that I'm here to see, I don't see.
Which one
Where
is it?
is Keon Coleman? Where is my man? He's one of my favorite. You got to at least give me a long shot. Give me some more Keon.
I can't put him on. That
But okay, tell me why. Tell me why not Keon? They're talking about him like he's gonna be like a top rookie receiver, right? Like
that's what they. I know, but that's the whole thing. When you're dealing with the rookies, and I can go back and look at the targets because I think he only got targeted 5 times in the first game. You have Hollis and you also have Shakur, which was, I think he was like the 3rd receiver last year who used to catch all the bombs. They were anticipating that he was going to come in and actually, and get a lot of the looks. He was supposed to be the prime receiver, even though he was listed as the 2nd receiver. He was the one that was supposed to get in and get the majority of the targets, just because of how dynamic he is. Rookie, nothing wrong with Coleman, like not at all. The only problem is that I can't put him on and just say 3.5 receptions, take the over, because I don't know if he's going to get more. It's so early in the season, and from what I saw,
anytime touchdown.
His anytime touchdown is
I said long shot.
It's actually no. It is a long shot. It's considered a long shot. It's probably going to get you 6.5, 7-1 on some wagering sites. But I mean, you really want me to put him on as a long shot for y'all, and it doesn't happen, or do you want me to put?
No. This is me. Come on. This is me talking. This is hard over here. This is hard over here. Nobody else is listening right now. They're not listening to this part. You're just talking to me. You're just talking to me on this one. Nobody else had beef about Keon Coleman. He was one of the most exciting things to come out of the draft. He's one of the most exciting things to come out of the draft. I like the youngster. I like the energy. I like what seems like to be a great work ethic. He seems like a great energy type guy. I was thinking that with the loss of Diggs, he would be somebody that could kind of step in there and kind of not take Stefan's place, but fill the gap. If that makes sense, like in whatever his own way is going to be, like however he's going to affect the team. But I just like the youngster. I was looking for him to be up here since it was Buffalo. I was excited. So
you got to think about this too.
But I totally, it ain't too. Now he from Opelousas. Opelousas, Louisiana. Ain't too many times. You don't get to say you don't get to say Opelousas too many times on a sports show. And I'm probably not even saying it right, but Opelousas sound like it's close to Bogalusa, down by Lake Providence or Lake Charles. It's down somewhere in that area to me. And listen, I just like the kid. I see Thick Vegan is in the chat asking what school. It must be a Florida school. If Thick Vegan is asking, so Florida State
kid.
Florida State.
Yes, Florida State.
So yeah, Florida State. Thick Vegan will keep us honest about the Florida players, but yes.
But I'm gonna tell you though, one of the other reasons I kept him off is because guess who he's gonna draw most of the game? Ramsey.
Who? Oh yeah, I forgot Jalen.
Yeah, he's gonna be all over.
You think he got? I guess it ain't too much because there's no digs. There's no digs to balance them off of. Yeah, I get that. Okay. Be hard to score against Rams. It's gonna be hard to score against Rams. Let me see what they saying in the chat before we move on. Josh plays like it's him versus other team. He runs, throws, tackles. He is doing too much. He's doing too much. Tua will be throwing a lot. I am not a believer in Bills cornerbacks. Okay, so the other thing,
their safety though, they got good safety play. Pryor's still there, and the other guy next to him does a really good job.
You know what though? I hate to say this, but the cold weather teams don't do good in Miami when it's hot. They get down there and about the third quarter, they be sweating to death. They like it's too hot. I think it's hot in Florida today. It's humid. They're gonna be hot down there. They're gonna be trying to stay cool. So I don't know. don't know how it play out. They used to talk about Miami as a front running team because they could win these games at home early in the season. Last season, they proved that they weren't front runners and they were able to win still at home and on the road late into the season. So, but I still think weather factors in. But that was another reason that I was leading towards old Florida State boy Keon, says he, you've been in the Florida weather, man. But we're gonna find out. MJ said it's a long shot. It's a long shot. Do we believe that Josh will throw at least one interception? You never.
Oh yeah, at least one.
That's another thing. That's another thing. You're such a positive prop master. You never say like interceptions, steals, turnovers. You never give. Can we get some of them type of props or something?
I mean,
because they pay shekels just as well, right?
I know.
If you lean in to hit a home run, and I say you don't, and you don't hit the home run, I can get some shekels, can't I?
Yeah, you can get some shekels. Yep. That is possible. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of shekels behind it, but yes, it is possible to actually earn shekels for non-interceptions and non-home run hits for sure.
Oh wait, I think I got. Oh no, let me see if I can create Keon. Keon is dope. I hope he does his thing.
Yeah.
Let me see. Appaloosis. Okay, Lake Charles. Listen, Lake Charles, Bogalusa, Lake Providence. Listen, I no more die. I know it. I know it better than you think. I know it, but I ain't been to Appaloosis. I ain't been to Appaloosis. I ain't been there.
And I told offline. I told people that some of half of my family from Lake Charles too originally. So
okay, Lake Charles. Okay, yeah. Lake Charles, Lake Providence, Monroe. It's a lot of stuff going on down there. Lot of stuff going on down there.
Exactly. Oh, shout out before we get to the other part. Shout out to and offline because I'm always going to do this just because I'm so happy for the man being back in uniform. Shout out to DeMar Hamlin doing his thing. Did his thing last week. Played well. Played most of the snaps. Good to see that man actually in uniform doing the thing he loved to do. Right. Just keep in mind, there's times where you will you'll hear people say, and this is real thing. This is real stuff. I want to kind of let you guys in on stuff that you may not be privy to. But when an athlete says, "I would rather die on the court or die on the field," and I know how gruesome that may sound and barbaric and Neanderthal that is, that's real stuff. It's real stuff, right? There's been a lot of players that should retire, and some have. They actually, they felt that, hey, there's more to life than this profession that I chose to do. But then there's a lot of athletes that this is what they want to do, right? It's not football isn't who they are, is what they do, but they love it so much. And I have to respect the fact that, if you're willing to risk, a lot to play the sport that you love, I have to salute you on that. So I salute Hamlin and all the other players that have been in a situation like that. And whichever decision that you guys made, gotta respect it. But I always got to shout out Hamlin. Done a whole lot.
It's great to see him back on the court. On the field. And you talk about, people dying on the court and leaving it all on the court. And, I'm a big boxing fan. You have boxers that that have left it in the ring or passed away shortly after. I also think about one of my favorite shows. I haven't watched it in a long time, but Deadliest Catch. I don't know if people watch that, right? But the fishermen and the guys that leave it at the sea, that's like going out how you what you love.
I was asked to do that during the summers, after when I was done with a year of college. They were like, dude, you should go up and go fishing for about a couple months, man. They pay big time though. I'm like, and then I found out what happened and what they do and how they did it, and I was like, yeah, I don't think so. I'm good. I don't. We got to eat, but I'll let somebody else go get that money because that's some crazy stuff, man.
Hey, man, Some of the best TV I've ever seen.
I know, yeah, it is. It's classic stuff,
best
man. It's
TV I've ever seen. And I'm not a seafood person. Like I don't want it. I don't want any. But the fact that they go through, please give them $70 a pound or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the price is, because what they go through, man.
Yeah,
oh man.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, that's how they be good.
But I did. Dick Vegan was so nice to point out that Keon was a Florida State guy. But he was someplace before he was in Florida. I just wanted to remember he was at Michigan State. I just want to put that out there. I want to put that out there. He had been up Michigan. He had played a little football at Michigan State.
Interesting.
Michigan and Florida helped Keon get where he at. That's how I just wanted to point that out. You didn't throw that part in there. Dick Vegan. But y'all know what time it is.
Oh no.
Y'all know what time it is. It's the prop master himself. Let's show off these backgrounds. We always in a background battle.
Oh, there you go.
You got the Twin Towers back there. You got the Twin Towers back there. Today I chose the straw man, Daryl Strawberry. I chose Daryl today. But the prop master himself, it's no booing. See,
boo.
Why boo? Why boo? I didn't boo on you. I acknowledge it and everything. The hate is real. The hate is real. The hate is real. The hate is real.
That's hilarious. That's all right. I hear you.
Yeah, he graduated from FSU with some MSU credits. That's all I'm saying. He took some MSU credits. Get that degree. That's all I'm saying. But we got him coming up. The prop master himself, Big Daddy's moon shots of the day, baby. Moon shots of the day. What you got?
All right. So we're gonna start off with Aaron. Here comes the judge. Of course, they got a good matchup today. Probably going to go with a few of the triplets today. Boston has a triplet squad too. I might take advantage of them. I haven't used them that often this year. But Aaron Judge looks like he has a good matchup today. Juan Soto hit a home run finally yesterday. So he may have some cover because I think he's still going to be batting second ahead of Judge. And yeah, I think it is murderer's row. So look for a home run from Aaron Judge today, if not two. James Wood. So I mentioned James Wood before, like a while back, on the long shot portion of the home run watch.
This the one that's keeping the secret, y'all.
Yeah, I didn't.
Listen to this. What he finna say about James Wood. Listen to this.
I was not paying attention. This dude is 6'7".
Hold on.
No idea. I didn't even pay attention to that. He's Aaron. He's Aaron Judge size. Well, as far as the height goes, he may not be as heavy, but that's a big dude to be carrying a bat to the plate. And I know, being tall doesn't mean you're a better hitter, but being tall and longer arms means that you have more range over the plate. That means you are, if you do get your pitch, you're most likely going to be able to lift that ball if you get good barrel contact, which he has been getting the last week and a half. And also it just gives you that trajectory as a tall person to be able to lift it over the fence. So I am putting him in for the top side of the moon shots. Be on the lookout for him the last 10 to 15 games of the season, because he may, even though Washington is not going anywhere, he may be on my list a little bit more going forward. Mm-hmm. Brandon Lowe, Tampa Bay, best hitter they have, good contact hitter. Want to say that he's somewhere between 280 and 300 as a batting average. Has a good, I think one of either the leadoff or the second batter has hit a home run in 2 of the last 4 or 5 games. So he's getting some good pitches to hit too. So put him on the list for your home run watch. Cal Riley for Seattle. I think he just hit his 30th home run the other day. So he's hot. And of course, the people batting before and after him are batting pretty well. So he has a good matchup. So put him in your lineup. And Tyler O'Neill, he is one of the unsung triplets of the Boston Red Sox, with next to Rafael Devers and Duran. Is it Duran? I think it's Duran. Duran. Sounds like the group. But he has been pretty solid lately. I think he hit a home run for me 2 days ago. So I'm putting him back on the list today. Top five.
And as Marcus JTV points out, this segment is sponsored by E&J and Neat Nick's Beauty Shop.
He's coming
Thank you
up.
to E&J and Neat Nick's Beauty Shop. We appreciate that.
I want to have that list. He got a list. He got a list of endorsements for us. It's so many. So I'm just waiting. I'm like, man, when we get dividends from that, man? We got the good kickback too.
We got to get a jingle for the segment. I got to get a jingle for the segment, okay? But y'all know what's coming next. Y'all know what's coming next. Y'all know what's coming next. Y'all know, turn your cap around. Big Daddies, extra long shot dogs of the day, baby. Long shot dogs of the day. What you got?
All right, so we're gonna start out with Andres Chaparro. I had no idea who this guy was until about a week ago. He popped. I guess what it is, I think he's only played 25 games this season, and that's probably why we haven't heard of him. He's just gotten back. He was on the list as a long shot. I think he was batting 8th or 9th, and he hit a home run his first 2 games back. And now he's been popping up on my list like for the last week. So I'm gonna put him on just because he's been popping him on my list, and I think he's hit 2 home runs since he's been back. So I got to give him credit for that. His odds are still good. I think he's 7-1 or 8-1 for a home run hit. I think. I'll double check that if I'm wrong, but definitely put him on as your long shot. Kyle Tucker, Mr. Tucker. I mentioned him as coming back. He didn't hit a home run the day that we had picked him. However, he is still batting 3rd. And there's a reason why you don't put people that don't hit well or hit home runs 3rd. You just don't. And Kyle Tucker, like I said, he was 3 years. He was a 30 home run hitter. I think one of those years he was 29. We'll round up to 30. So I have him on the list as a long shot today, but he is going to get some good pitches in that Houston lineup, where you got Yordan Alvarez, and there's another person that I didn't put on too that's been hitting well for Houston too, and they just have a lot of weapons. They're a game behind Seattle, by the way, in the division for the division title, because that's a tight race. They're definitely going to be on their A game, so definitely pick up Kyle Tucker on your list. And then lastly, we're going with Juan Soto. Hit a home run yesterday. Should get some good pitches to hit today because he's hitting before Aaron Judge. So best position to be in. You got Gleyber Torres, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Juan Carlos Stanton. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. One of those guys are bound to hit a home run. It's so much so, even Wells is getting some good pitches, and he's batting 5th or 6th in the lineup. So be ready for that.
Okay, let's talk. not necessarily baseball, because I'm going back to everything that you guys got.
Sure.
I got a question back about NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing triplets, right, for football? And I'm wondering about triplets for baseball. I'm sorry. So I'm wondering about triplets for football. And you mentioned triplets.
Mm-hmm.
Barrios, Waddle, and Hill. Is there a 3-leg parlay, like receiving yards, catching, touchdown? Is something that you do like that in football, or not really?
You can.
More bases,
usually in like daily fantasy, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't pick 3 receivers, for yardage and all that stuff, just because you're looking for the maximum amount of receiving yards, catches, and touchdowns for one player. But as far as like the parlays go, yeah, you could actually do, if you're feeling froggy enough, you can basically put in.
I'm feeling a little bit like Kermit today. I'm feeling a little bit like Kermit. What you got? I'm feeling a little bit like Kermit.
You can put Waddle, Hill, and Devon in for anytime touchdown. Those odds will be really, really good for you on a same game parlay. They'll be really good. It'll be risky, but it'll be really good, because it's going to be a high scoring game, and if Tua spreads the ball around, there's a good chance of that happening for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about him with with Josh. Josh will, instead of handing it off, he'll just, if they're on the 1 yard line, he'll just sneak it, because that's his thing. He'll do it, and he'll put it on his shoulders, but it takes away from the running backs when they do it. Tua won't do it. He'll hand the ball off when it's inside the red zone and let people do their job.
So I want to come back around to Josh then. I'm thinking about a 2-leg parlay with an anytime TD and an interception. Is that a possibility?
Yeah. You can definitely do that. Now, the thing with that, though, I don't know, like on my spot, it makes you pick who's going to catch the interception, right?
That's too much. It's too much. Nobody asked for all of that.
But
you're gonna throw an interception or you're not.
Right person, it'll be good, right? And
I would have a hard time. I would have a hard time. That would be, but I would have a hard time because Ramsey would be the person that I would pick. But if I'm Josh, that's who he's supposed to stay away from. So there's no reason Ramsey should get an interception, right? So
right. So the other
would be kind of hard. I would automatically have to go to other
or the safety. So it's got to be like the free safety is usually the one that's roaming around. Ball gets popped in the air. They're the ones that get the interception. So definitely, that's definitely he's gonna throw an interception tonight, right? He may even fumble too. So there's a possibility of that too. But Miami's gonna get after him tonight for sure.
Then back on my triplets. Mm-hmm. So I may try. Did you say was it O'Neal, Devers, and Durant?
Yeah. So O'Neal, who hit a home run yesterday. Mm-hmm. O'Neal, Devers, and Durant.
Okay. They
have a good matchup against the Yankees. I was looking. Oh, I think I sent. I sent you that the cheat sheets. Their starting pitcher has given up the most home runs on the list today. So yeah.
And then I'm looking at then he said Soto.
Judge. Yes.
So Judge, Soto, and it like Stanton, Freeman, Chisholm.
Yeah. Freeman. Oh yeah, Freeman's Dodgers. But hold on.
I'm tripping now.
Who? I'll give you the official line.
Is it Chisholm?
Chisholm. Yeah, Chisholm bats 5th or 6th. And Chisholm's been hit. He's been doing some good hitting, but he hasn't hit a home run in about a month.
No, but I'm thinking about going like maybe a home run hit.
Yeah. So
or home run 1.5 bases.
True.
Oh, Glaber. I forgot about Glaber too.
Yeah. Glaber, Torres, Soto, Judge, Wells, Stanton, and Chisholm. That's your top 6. And then on the Boston side is Duran, Devers, Ref Snyder, O'Neal.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stay with them 3. But I'm trying to figure out who is the third that I want to put with Soto and Judge.
Are you gonna cross over and put Duran in there, or Devers, or maybe O'Neal to go? He can hit another one. He can hit another one tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. O'Neal.
I was looking for triplets out of New York, but I'm not sure. I was gonna throw Giancarlo in there, but
I mean, you got a lot to choose from, right? I know.
All three of them hit a home run. They haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. You got to pick and choose. Like one or two of them gonna hit a home run. Wells isn't even in the lineup tonight. Replacing with Dominguez. You might want to go home run 1.5 bases, right? So Soto, Judge for a home run.
Soto, Stanton.
Right, and Chisholm for 1.5 bases because he's always stealing bases too.
No Shohei today.
No Shohei. Not.
No Showtime.
Yeah, they play tomorrow.
So I think I want to do the. I was trying to find the steal. I couldn't get the steal and the home run together.
Oh, it wasn't on. Yeah, it may not. Yeah,
it wasn't. I didn't find it on BetMGM, so we'll see.
Right. Your other option too. That this is get your pens ready, you guys, if you're following along. So Contreras for Brewers is batting third, but Willie Adams is batting fifth. They have a good matchup, even though he doesn't bat well against, I think that's a right-handed pitcher. I can't remember, but he's a sneaky one because his odds are high. So Willie Adams, and then I already put the Mariners on there, but they're Robles is batting first, and he's on a hit streak, I think. But Rayleigh, he's batting behind a Rosarina, and he hit a home run 2 days ago. And they have a good actually, I don't even know who the pitcher is going to be. It might be a youngster. I think it's going to be somebody they're bringing up from Texas out of their farm team. So
is that a strategy to wait as late as they can to give you the pitcher?
Yeah. It is because they have to turn in their lineups at a certain time, but not their starting pitchers. Like especially if they have injuries and stuff like that, they get more grace. But Rayleigh's been hitting right and left-handed batters the whole season. So yeah, he's kind of matchup proof when it comes to that part. Not truly a home run hitter, but like I said, he hit one 2 games ago. And he's batting in a prime spot too. So good odds on that one.
That's what's up. So yeah, the last thing we got is boxing is coming up this weekend. We will be giving picks on the main pay-per-view card for Canelo. Saul, that's his name. Saul Alvarez. And Berlanga. It's gonna be a good one. Mexican Independence Day weekend. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. It's gonna be fireworks. So Canelo Alvarez versus Edgar Berlanga, Lara versus Garcia, Plant versus Macumbi, and Romero versus Jaimes, I think. Manuel. I don't want to mess up.
I don't want to. I don't want to spoil it though. I'm looking at this lineup right now.
It should be a great night of boxing. And I'm interested to see how everybody else, all the boxing fans are picking. We will be live for the fight. Come and hang out. So I'm looking forward to your picks. We got a couple boxing fans in the fam. They will be sharing some insight and expertise. So be sharing that stuff. So looking forward to it. What do you got? Anything else before we get ready to get out of here?
Ooh, man. So just to give you guys a heads up, baseball season is almost over, regular season. So this home run watch, moonshots, long dongs. If you're wanting to get involved with it, you should probably get involved with it pretty soon here because the playoffs are going to be different, and we may not even have picks for them in the playoffs because it won't make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, definitely get into that. Give us some ideas too. If you guys have some things that you want to see in the show, let us know.
Long dong, anytime touchdown. We'll figure it out.
He's just gonna squeeze it in anywhere he can get it in.
It's a movement. It's a movement now. It's a movement.
Oh, no.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Hey, man, I blame the chat. I blame you guys. I blame you guys.
Listen,
it's your fault. Here, where can I point? Can I point?
This is where it
it's
starts.
Your fault. It's your fault for not coming up with names. This is you. Don't blame anybody but yourselves.
I was trying to look real quick too to see when does the overtime select stuff start, because I want to give some picks on that.
Oh yeah. You know what? That may not be in Vegas, but we can always put some imaginary bragging.
Some imaginary picks. So we got some picks coming up for the 14th, and the 15th. So the 14th and the 15th. So Saturday and Sunday. So we'll get some picks on the two games. Two games for Friday night starting at 5. And we will be still covering 3-on-3. We're not giving any picks on that, but definitely keeping an eye on what's going on over there, because it's gotten kind of spicy.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good action over there.
It is a good time for sports right now. Good time for sports. We got boxing this weekend. We got college football. We got NFL football. We got WNBA action.
That's right. We got the college picks coming up too. So it's gonna be we're gonna be doing that one pick for each sport, right? Or something like that. Something close to that.
Yep.
That's gonna be good. Yeah.
We got the 4-pack pick of the week coming up. So stay tuned.
Pick of the week.
Pick of the week and the long dong touchdown. Anytime. The anytime long dong.
That's not horrible. A bad one. And not just the touchdowns, but
look,
the longest reception of the day. Who's
the longest dong of the day?
Yeah, longest dong reception of the day. It could be a touchdown.
The longest dong reception of the day. Anytime long dongs. Anytime long dongs with Prop Master. That's all I can say. It's always a blast. It's always a blast. Always have a good time. Y'all, we are back. We are back tonight for I believe I'm gonna hang out for football and basketball. They may be starting around the same time.
I will be here. I was out yesterday, so I did what I needed to do yesterday. So I'll be hanging out. Sweet. Yeah. So we'll be hanging out. We'll be hanging out for those games. Should be fun. Watching we're watching Jay sweat it out. We'll see we'll get the long dongs of today. I gotta get out of here and get in the Discord and make my picks. If y'all didn't see the 3-on-3, go back and check that out on the FIBA. It was entertaining to me. It was entertaining to me. It was actually it was really good.
And it just made me excited about
Gamecock basketball.
Yeah, Gamecock basketball, but Harvard basketball. I gotta get
Harvard's not bad.
Harvard basketball.
Yeah. Nice.
I like that player that's playing for us for FIBA. And I hope that this is a team that's shaping up to maybe go and represent us the next time in the Olympics, because they look like they play 3-on-3 together, and they seem more. I don't know, geared for that type of game. I don't know. This is a young person's game to me. I don't know. I'm really liking the energy of the young athletes coming into these.
Well, it'll be FIBA. So. It'll be FIBA coming up next year, right? So they're going to pick their senior FIBA team.
And then they'll go from there.
Yeah, they're going to have some different players on there than they did in the Olympics for sure. Maybe a few different ones, but I'm quite sure they're going to bring back HVL because they love her. Her game is built for it. I mean, I can't deny that her game is built for 3-on-3. It is. She just happens to be a little bit shorter than you would want your average player to be. Yeah, but she does well. I mean, she does her thing. So I'll give her credit for that 100%.
Oh, absolutely. And then I know they said Sarah Strong playing on the 3-on-3, so I may check out some of that stuff in the Discord here while I'm doing some editing and stuff, but getting ready for tonight. But looking forward to it. So we'll be back. We'll be back later. Y'all know what it is. It's your favorite IT with Upper Tendencies and MJLover23. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Stay tuned. Talk soon. Me and the Long Dongs Prop Master. We out.